All right, we are at the Net Zero Cities event at the Budweiser Event Center and the Ranch in Loveland, hosted by BizWest. I am Tommy Wood, and I am honored to be joined by Will Torr, the Executive Director for the Colorado Energy Office. Will, thank you for being here.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Will, my first question is, you're here to talk about potential regulatory environment going forward. What are the biggest challenges to the biggest obstacles to getting more regulations in place that can help us reach net zero in northern Colorado?
I think there's been real progress in Colorado over the last 3 years. We now have sort of a regulatory structure and just sort of willing partners in the private sector where utilities are moving forward towards more use of renewable energy and towards at least 80% greenhouse gas pollution reduction by the end of the decade. And I think we're seeing real progress in oil and gas industry, reducing their methane emissions, and an industrial sector. Where I think we really need work is working with businesses and individuals on reducing emissions from buildings and from cars and trucks. I think that's one of the more challenging sets of sectors.
Yeah, and what are the steps that need to be taken to make more progress in those areas?
Well, a couple of things that I would note. One is that we really need to build out the infrastructure for electric vehicles. And I'm really excited that the state legislature last year passed legislation that will allow us over the next decade to invest about $1 billion to support that transformation. So I think people should know that they can transition to an electric vehicle, and over the next few years, there's going to be the charging where they need it.
Yeah, one thing that we're seeing down in Boulder County is there's an energy code cohort. There's an effort amongst the different municipalities to standardize their energy codes kind of around one green tent pole so that in every municipality in Boulder County you can get the same level of green home building. Is that something that we could benefit from up here in northern Colorado as well?
That is. I think that's a really creative approach that's being taken in Boulder County to sort of establish a uniform approach so that for builders it's not different in every community that they go to, and for buyers so that they know that they're going to get an energy efficient home wherever they buy it. There's actually a really interesting piece of state legislation moving forward right now that would essentially require local governments, as they're updating their code, to incorporate stronger energy codes and pre-wiring requirements for things like electric heat pumps and electric vehicles. So hopefully we'll see some more standardization actually across the entire state.
All right. This has been Will Torr, the Executive Director of the Colorado Energy Office. Will, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.